Hello everybody, welcome back to the art studio. I'm on a solo mission today to make a few notes because I'd forget, I forget shit. I'm going to talk about this painting here, the last large painting that was meant to be finished in October. Didn't get finished in October. Surprise, surprise. But the other two, three I finished recently. Happy out with them. So now it's this guy. That's like 2 meters long and it's a meter high. And I write down the name of the lady who was in my head when I was thinking to do something. Because this is like a practice run for doing I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 more in the future. But there was this lady called Rosa Bonheur. Rosa Bonheur. That's her name. Some French artist from, I think, the 1800s. This painting she did called The Horse Fair. If you haven't seen The Horse Fair, you got to check it out. It's fantastic painting. Fantastic. And it's monster big. So when I was going, it was just in my head. I said, I got to do something similar to that. I'd be out in the studs and stuff, but you just wouldn't get the... I suppose you could, you just wouldn't get that scene today. Well, I wouldn't be exposed to something with that kind of scene today unless I went to an actual horse fair. But even then, you wouldn't get it probably. So I was going to take different individual photos or video footage and just sketch it all together for a painting. But I didn't do it. So I went up to Araglin. This is up in Araglin. Well, I say it's up in Araglin. The horses were up in Araglin. Araglin kind of got disappeared. I do, what did I do? There's a place as you're going up to Araglin village. And I think you're, just before you come to a bridge, there's like a road down to the left. You go down there, there's a few old houses there, then there's a little bridge. And then there's, oh no, it's a big bridge. That's not a big bridge, it's a bridge. And there's a big open field. And there's horses jumping in there. It was like the Kilworth and Araglin Harriers. Or I don't know, were they on a fun ride or whatever? But there was a big country house here facing the field. And then there was a few outhouses, I think. There was a big kind of hill going up there with loads of trees. And then you had this all in front of that. Now I was thinking, fucking house. I don't want to be painting a house. I'm not really into that. So I put most of the horses, I put them there. Now, it's nothing like the French lady's painting. But like I said, it's a practice run at getting, so I could easily copy her painting, but fuck it. You want something a bit more, a present day version of it. So this was a practice run of a sort. To get a bunch of horses together and landscape of a sort. But just pros and cons. The horses are too small. That's probably what put me off finishing it for so long. They're just, it's gonna be work. At least when they're bigger, you can go at them and you just go tearing into them. But when they're this small, it's tedious, and then you get caught up in detail, and then you just, you've no interest anymore. You can't get, it takes me longer to get the effect I want. So yeah, I settled on this array of the group that was there, and I just created the background. You can tell I wasn't really thinking about what I was doing. But it's going to be, I think when I get to the horses, which will be what I'm starting now, this is going on the easel after this today, and I'm going to put it on the easel, start working the horses. Now usually when I go and get references, I'm not looking to do a painting of a photograph, or I'm just kind of looking to get the muscle movements as the horse moves, try to get all that into my memory. So a grey could be a brown, or whatever, a tan, or a fucking black horse. Whatever colour hits me when I'm doing the painting is what colour I'll put there. And the greys and whites now are where I'm kind of going to be heading to next, because I really like them. You can get a lot of shadow play on them and stuff. It's cool, but it's all part of the education. And it's all the pros and cons. This is too narrow a painting. It's too big, but I like doing big paintings. But I would have gone an extra half metre high. I think that would have been better, and then I'd have made the horses more, fill the canvas better. But for what it is, when this is finished, I think it'll be a nice painting, nice and bright and vibrant, and the horses hopefully will, well, I know they will, they'll be good when I'm finished, because you don't finish it unless you're happy with it. So I said I'd try to sit down and knock a conversation out of this fucking thing today. My little notes, because this, I've been dreading this solo fucking thing, because when you're in a room by yourself talking aloud, you feel a little crazy. But it has to happen sooner or later. So today is the day. Break the duct, fucking make it work. So this is in oils. All here I'm very happy with. All of there I'm very happy with. That stone wall is, I don't know, it'll be very impressionistic. See, you're kind of caught between all these different styles, I suppose, you know, impressionism, realism, super realism and all of that. But on the day it's, you know, you want to paint it fast, blend it as if it's wet on wet. And some of the decisions are just kind of done before you even realise it when you're painting it. The shadows I like, but it's, you know, this could change a lot before I'm finished with it, because I'm looking for that oomph. Overall it's okay, you know, it's balanced, it's nice, but there's no maybe the Far Horse will be my superstar. Trying to make him look really, he's a lovely form on him, lovely big neck, good proportions on him, but I'm hoping to do it loose, you know, not over detailed, like I said, just get the overall horse kind of thereabouts, the light on it just nice, and maybe the head then will have a bit more detail than the rest of them. So I'm looking forward to getting that finished to when I'm happy with it. That red tree, I don't know what I was thinking with that red tree, but it's kind of like an Easter egg. So I have to get rid of that, fix the one behind us, just finish that, and then I can start in on the horses and that wall behind them. Maybe put moss on it so you can get nice shadows of light on the moss. But it's fucking hell, it's, when I started it was like, yeah, that'd be great. 2 weeks in, like, oh fucking hell, this is a disaster. But it's when you take on a big painting and you just, some people like to plan everything out. I'm not really, I like the broad strokes of a plan. Not too much thinking involved. Not too much details involved. Just get the essence of it, the feel of it. This was kind of, everyone was just, they arrived here maybe 10 minutes, so they're all kind of just lining up, getting ready for going off one by one to do some jumps. Fence jumping. So they were just kind of relaxing there. So I just got a few shots of them. But again, the horses for me on this are too small. But then friends and family were saying, what are you going to do with this when it's finished? It's too big. Who'll buy it? Who cares? Fuck it. It's the lesson. Build a fucking shed for it or something. But it'll be nice when it's finished. I'll probably put a little bit of thought into the colour arrangement of the horses. Like those two at the back, I want them to be, I don't want them to be dull, because they're back there, so we'll see. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be at now. I'm optimistic about it. And writing these fucking things, just, I only wrote this for the name of that lady because I'm branded. And I have a New Year hangover. But thankfully that's all over now. we can get back to business. When they're dry, I'll varnish them, and then we're off. More canvases, roll of canvas there, waiting to be stretched. Just this one now is the last one to finish. And then the rest will be awesome. Now I'm going to move that and then we'll have a chat. So here we are. This is the last painting of the big ones left. Oils on canvas. 2 meters long, meter high. Just got to finish in those horses now. Maybe that back wall, like I said. And there, see that guy there? He's going to be hopefully the superstar. And there's that Easter egg. To get rid of that tree. But yeah, it's going to be cool. So I'll keep you all posted. Nice one. And here we have the last two I finished. You've Red Sunset, and that's Red Sunset in front. And over there is Green Moon. So I'm waiting for them to dry. A lot of knife in them. There's that roll of canvas that has to get done. So you can get loads of cool markings with the knife. Like I said, it's cool. It's nice to use. Sometimes you think you're just starting, you know, when you finish a painting, because you're like, I like the way I wish there was more I could do on this, but it is finished, so what can you do? Move on to next. The only problem I have is the space in here. It's fucking tiny. So I gotta wait for them to dry. So once they're dry, they'll be varnished. In the meantime, this will be finished. That'd be nice. I like this painting. I don't like that red fucking tray though. And then I really like this one. It's another big one. So I'll wait till the other two are dry before I varnish him along with those two. But in the meantime, I'll be working on this, and hopefully it won't take forever. Turns out it's easier to move the camera a bit than to move the painting. It's too fucking big. You can barely turn it around in this tiny little box. But so yeah, that's what we're at. Oh, come on now. So like, if you're just listening to this on the Spotify or whatever, the other one, you should go to YouTube and check out the YouTube channel, because you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. Instead of trying to describe something very badly, you're listening thinking, what the fuck is he talking about? That's where you go and you'll see it. I'll have videos of this up on YouTube. But it's good. It's good to get this out, and just, it's another stick for me to beat myself with to get into the studio and finish this painting. Ordinarily, if you're there, I'm going to finish it. You do finish it eventually, but if you're telling people about it, it's like in your head when you come home from work and it's cold outside, go in and open up the studio, heat it up before you get in there, and it's like, I'm lazy. But if you put it up there and you said, yeah, I'll show you next week, it'll be done, it'll be awesome, and now you have to do it because you put it out there. So it's kind of a nice little kick in the arse. So I recommend that if you're like me and fight the lazy vibes all the time. So that'll be finished. This will be 5, because this guy is also one that has to be varnished. So if you're thinking of doing a big painting, have at it, go for it. Like I said, I could easily copy that lady's painting, but what's the fucking point in that? It's like, where I'm living, you know, you don't have to go too far to see horses. Or, like I said, you can go over to Kilworth and Araglin Harriers now. They'll be doing their fun runs and stuff like that, and you can get loads of cool scenes. And you're not going to paint the photograph, you're just going to get the information. The information is the horses moving, the horses doing what horses do. You might get something that might just spark an idea, and that's what it's all about. I mean, this will be the last one for a while that'll be anywhere close to looking like a traditional painting. Because the knife, I love using the knife. It's so much with the knife. It's great fun as well. So, more horses, but more abstract. So that I'm looking forward to that. I had a few visions in my head. Crazy. That look, in my head they look great, but usually when I get them on canvas, like, that doesn't really translate. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So this will be short and sweet. I've squeezed as much as I can out of my noggin for today, for this first solo. At least it's done. I was a bit awkward about it. Kept thinking, I've tried it a few times and I just fail. But today I said, fuck this, we're going to do this. We've got 2 things to do, solo and this. So bring them together, boom. So I'll put it out when it's finished, do a little sneak peek as we're painting it in parts. We'll see how it goes. Enjoy. See you next time. Like and subscribe. Enjoy your new year. Talk to you soon. Awesome. This fucking lighter.